Sup y'all, welcome back to another video by me, Thina.
OG K-pop stan since 1998.
Okay, so I don't know how many of y'all watched my reaction to NCT 127's Ayo, Ayo. If y'all did see it, y'all will definitely agree with me that my fangirl level was at 3,000. However, the reason for fangirling will slightly change up here when I review Ayo's dance practice. The reason is Rihata. She is from my perspective, is the absolute queen of swagger within choreography. I've always admired her. The first time I noticed her was, I think it's a decade ago, whenever she was assisting or like dancing alongside with Lau Beniga for his choreography Hustle Hard. If y'all have not seen that, I suggest y'all to just take this quick second to go see how she just swaggers throughout that already super swagger performance or choreography by Lyle. And I know that she's already made pretty extensive choreography within the K-pop industry. And whenever I heard that she choreographed for Ayo, I was like, it absolutely makes sense. Even though there wasn't a lot of the choreography shown in the music video itself, the little bit of things like ever since I saw Haechan's little swagger walk and the whole I was like, there is something very subtly but extremely swaggy about that and playing around the musicality. So when I heard again that Rihata did the choreography, I was like, it absolutely makes sense and I'm gonna lose my ish. In case this is your first time on my channel, I watch dance practices 2 times. The first time is where I don't pause, I watch it for the full performance effect. And second time is where I will pause and talk about the things I like in the choreography from the perspective of a retired dancer, retired since 2012. Yeah, let's get right into this because I know I'm going to say quite a lot. Here we go with the first watch for NCT 127's Ayo dance practice. Voiceover Thina here for a quick pause before we get things started. I would like to say an extra thanks to my Captain Jack Sparrows over on my Patreon for the extra support. Y'all literally keep my boat, aka my life, stay afloat along with the rest of the crew. Y'all are the savviest.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen.
Alright, let's get it. Oof. Woo. Smooth. Hey, okay, Mark and Taeyeon. Oh, okay. Nice. Ooh! Hey, that musicality. Hey! Smooth. Oh my god, the musicality. Oh, can't you tell sliding like that? Jan, okay, with this member shine power. Nice. Oh! I'm sweating. Nice. Oh my god. Okay, Jungwoo, I see you. Yes. Okay, you do with this. That musicality is driving me insane. Yes, and this damn. Nice. Woo! Smooth. Oh! Okay. Oh. Okay. What's with Jungkook with this slick foot? Hey, hip hop. Hey, okay. Mark is just on something else here, y'all. Nice. Woo. Ooh, I love that. Nice. That in-out formation. Yes, tail, middle. Ooh, that jump was on the same height. They look so light on their feet at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna have a lot to say. Just a little warning, because I know a lot of y'all will tell me that I talk a lot. I will fix that once these idols tone down their talent, and NCT 127 tapering down their talents is most likely not gonna happen. So Chatterbox Dina it is. So this choreography is so smooth, it's so slick, it's so clever in the musicality that is chosen for specific parts. Okay, so before I even started this reaction, I had myself listen to the AO instrumental just so I can listen for all the background noises that are like not super surface of things. Whenever I listen to a song, mostly I listen to the vocals or the very obvious instrumental parts. So with that, a lot of stuff that I saw in the choreography, I'll point out whenever I watch it a second time. I find it very clever. I feel like the general audience viewer, how can I say this? Who hasn't taken a dance class or trained or are familiar with the basics of dance, might see this kind of choreography being simple because a lot of the moves are very like subtle and stuff, but it how can I say this part? Nowadays, I'm not even talking about NCT 127 or Rihata or anything. I'm just speaking in general. Nowadays, a lot of people, especially with the help of TikTok, people's how can I say it? Attention span is extremely short. And with that being said, I see a lot of people would prefer to take shortcuts to get to a certain destination or goal versus taking all the steps, the necessary steps to get to that goal, which is fine. It's people's preferences. But back to my point, knowing the basics of dance, whether it's a move, a dance step, texture, musicality, execution, like I feel like that's extremely important. And this is coming from someone who literally had to drill how to do the arm wave. Before I used to like just fling my arm. And I remember my instructor, whenever I was being trained, and just thought I just kept flinging my arm and not understanding the isolation. Like he's like, you need to do your shoulder first, elbow, wrist, hand. And at first, when I did that, I was like, things look so choppy when I do that. Like, why do that? But then when I started to drill that into my muscle memory, and then whenever we would sit or hit a certain choreography or move where it like requires texture, pause, isolation, then I understood why the basics of dance is really important. So I kind of went off there. But I just had to say that. And I feel like Rihata definitely helps enhance the basics, the genuine basics of dance, while also showing a lot of intricate and very impressive execution with choreography. And NCT 127, like, they follow her choreography so freaking flawlessly. Like, it's so in their genes to move like this, to move so flawlessly like this. Okay, I already went off. Like I said, it's Chatterbox Dina time, so let me just go ahead and get to the second part where I pause and talk about the things I like in AO's dance practice. Okay, I really love the intro. Okay, the intro to the song in general and the music video with, Mark's Darth Vader hallway scene, Rogue One style. So the whole dun-dun-dun, 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 I feel like that, and you hearing the alarm and stuff, it's very like, oh, freak. I almost said that word. I'm awake and I'm ready for this, kind of. So I like that they started with the whole step to the da 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 da, but in the music you hear the da 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 da. So I like that they kind of move in their movement, like kind of like, how can I say it? Not really side to side, but more like a stutter, is to help highlight that, to help highlight different musicalities that are, at least I feel. And then the dun 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 stepping out on that domino, and then the whole in, and then Taeyong doing that, and they go down for that part, and it gets even more hotter. See the foot coming in for that. Ta, ta. Okay, so look at Taeyong. I love as he's doing the whole. Obviously, he's the middle, the member shine, and then he hits the that right, and then when you hear the music, he does like this kind of wave in his upper body to kind of hit that musicality. I noticed it in the music video, but I noticed it even more now seeing him doing it in full detail. Here, let me try and point it out. Ta, ta, dun, 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 dun. See? Dun, 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 dun. Like, it's very subtle movement, but you can see each isolated part for what it is. Like, he's not all over the place, like where it's like whatever for no reason. He's doing that to help highlight that isolated move that we had choreographed. Also, I love that the song is going off, right? It's just going, it's going off. But they're like moving all like, they're still in their warm-up state for them to like go the F off as we see, as the choreography keeps going. So yeah, they have like this kind of effortless swag, like, all right, this is a warm-up part, so wait. Kick, and even the way they move is so clean and together. Okay, so I love right before Haechan starts, he steps his foot out and does like this flex, like, yeah, I'm about to swag walk on y'all. And then the way they all swag walk and move their formation in, it's so subtle and little, but clean and slick. Wait, did Haechan just slide his foot? Ooh, yeah, he did! He stuck his foot out, the other foot was on his toe, so that gave him the weight distribution to slide his foot back in. That is smooth. And I love that they nod right before he says it, yeah. It's up to you, So, that. Y'all hear the in the song, right? The first part, they didn't highlight on that. The second part, when they all do or Haechan does his hands up and the whole that's where he highlights. So then when you hear the tap, tap, right? Remember earlier, the members did it with the tap, tap. Now, they do or Haechan does a flick, flick. And right after that, you hear the flow in his vocals saying, it's up to you, right? So after tap, tap, it's up to you. Like they almost do like that little bit of a zigzag to go up a level. And then you hear that tap again. Then he goes right back to the tap. So that is so satisfying for me. It's so satisfying for me to see that musicality being highlighted. Because you hear she highlights, highlights the tap, tap, it's up to you, tap. And she goes right back to that. Like the tap, the third tap is not left behind. Yeah, I'm sweating. Whatever. Da, 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 tap, tap, it's up to you, tap. Woo. Like, how dare Jaehyun like just hops through all hip hoppy? Like, what the? Okay, so I love that as Do-young and Jaehyun are doing like this, their duo, we have Mark and Taeyong doing like their little hip, peripheral assistance of swag on the side. And we have the members also just drifting off with assistance of peripheral formation there. Okay, so you hear that tap, tap again. We had that seriously. She's so freaking creative with not leaving any musicality behind, because where our eyes are focused on Jaehyun and Do-young. And then we see Taeyong and Mark doing their thing, and then you hear that tap, tap. All of a sudden, the peripherals, my peripheral of my peripheral, hit the tap tap like the members are doing that on the side. That's just so creative. See, see. Woo, let me see it again. So as Jaehyun and Doyoung move like this, and then when Jaehyun does this, like even though the members are turned to the back, the way they sway, they're still puzzle pieced with the duo here. Creative. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're highlighting, or the choreography is highlighting a lot on the flow of how they're singing here. See, go, whoa, whoa. They do it to highlight Doyoung's part, and the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They're kind of like just moving that little bounce to move into the next formation. And the fact that Johnny's already right in the middle because he is the next part. So like as he does the whole thing on the piano sound, they all move, you know, move to kind of give the shine or our focus going on Johnny. Wait, what? That's interesting to use the head to kind of prep into this Ayo. So I love the Ayo. Okay, Ayo. You see them make an A, open out to a Y. So Ayo. I love that incorporation because even though it's a literal thing where you make an A and the Y the arms for the Y, it's very still swaggy. It's not like, you know, yo, you know, like it's not super literal. It's sewn into the swag of the feels here. It moves together so nicely. After the Ayo, they hit the tap tap with their foot, and they do da 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 da. Then tap tap Ayo. It's so sewn together so nicely. It like the moves just flow. It goes like a wave. It just makes sense with the musicality and the feels. I want to learn this. This is so swag. Ayo, tap tap da 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 tap tap Ayo. Ayo, and their legs open up, and you hear the like again. It's just Rihata's freaking creativity with hitting the musicality. See it. It's such a nice swaggy combo, like the subtlest movements, but if you notice, they're all so clean in the way they move. I always say that whenever I see swagger choreography, it gives the dancer or the idol a lot of room for individual swag. And as individual as their styles are, like if you focus on each one of them, they move differently, but yet they're so clean in it. So it's double impressive. Look at Yuta. He didn't have to show off like that. Like, he really didn't. Okay, yeah, I love this extreme member shine here for Jaehyun. We have the lines on the side, you know, bouncing, and as Jaehyun's doing the choreography, the magic of him just pulling each member in and out as the choreography continues, it's just... see? See? Yes! And of course, like, Taehyung with his footwork ever since the music video, hitting the flow, how he's going, dun, 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 that whole step, back. And at the same time, we had the members doing this whole wave to go down to kind of still go with the feel of what Taehyung is doing. I see you, Taehyung! After the whole them swaying down, then they hit the dung dung, right? And then all of a sudden they move to like right here, markers over here, and you hear that scratch, right? So I didn't realize that as they were going to this new formation, and then Mark starts that scratch domino where it's like all the way to the left. Okay, yeah, I'm sweating. If y'all see sweat beads, whatever, please don't mind me. See? Woo! Woo! So, Mark is clearly the killer solo here, right? It's his member shine, and he's hitting every damn musicality. Like, remember the first verse, how they were like taking it easy, right? They're like, we're not in warm-up stage anymore. TIPPIN, I see you already sweating. Yeah, we're in like the hit section of a workout here. So Mark is hitting every damn part. However, even with Mark being the member shine and hitting every freaking musicality here, it still requires the rest of the group to be doing what they're doing on their certain musicality, their certain parts, to help the whole part here, just the whole just come alive. Let me try my best to point it out. Oh no, I need to go back more. So if you see, the group is already kind of split. We have some of them like doing the whole, and then we have the other ones moving and hitting the tap tap with their arms. So again, it's even though Mark is the highlight move here, it takes a group effort for the rest to go. Like they're not just staying in place and doing the same thing. There's a lot going on. It's oh my god, am I gonna get through this? Tap, tap. Oh gosh, okay. Am I gonna make it through this? Look at Mark. That's the part where it made me like freak out the first time. I don't know if I even reacted to that. I'll see when I edit. But so they're hitting the whole right? That whole thing. It's so impressive that I feel like I'm holding my breath. Back whenever I was still performing as an active dancer in the crew, whenever it came to parts where we had to do certain combos, I know it's not good for your health, but I always kind of held my breath when I did it just because it's like I was hoping to hit the execution and the musicality. So it's almost like, like it's like I almost held my breath. So I feel like I'm holding my breath just watching them do this. So as they're doing the whole right, and then you hear that tap tap, right? All of a sudden the musicality feels changes to hit that. Like they had to slow themselves down from that fast musicality to make sure to hit the tap tap. Okay, let me try and point it out. See, two, that whole footwork in, and even as they're doing the whole, they're adding each member. Like, imagine the member that's on the last part that is added last minute. They really have to know their musicalities and muscle memory really well for them to make sure that everything goes accordingly to plan. Ooh, okay. Woo! I see you feeling yourself. Okay, so yeah, I also love the balance of all that craze that we just had. All of a sudden they go into like, all right, breathe a moment. Not really just for us, but for the fans too, because you got your girl hair sweating. Seriously, I'm sweating, but I don't give a F. Yes, the way they move together with that foot. So we saw Johnny doing this whole arm thing. I feel like that's an if I were to ever meet Johnny, I'd be like, "Hey, Johnny," and act stupid because I'm just trying to give him a shout out to his move, the move that belongs to him. But even as he and Jungwoo are doing it, I like how the members are all spread apart in their own different angle. And again, this is for the individual swag to do their own ways. This whole part, it's okay. The teamwork feels just gets more and more as the choreography goes. Again, even though they're doing their own individual swag, I saw the way Taeyong did it. He like lowered himself. It still comes together as a group. Like right here. I love that. Because remember when Johnny did that, right? We have Jungwoo doing that with him. And even though we have Yuta coming through the middle because his members shine, the rest of the members are still there, incorporated on his sides to give a peripheral vision. So again, I love, it's kind of like the first time when I pointed out when they hit the when they hit Do Young's and the they kind of move on that too. And then again, Yuta spreads his arms out and does this whole swivel for the piano. I'm sure that's not the tone, but and they all swivel with him. So I like that musicality being brought back, but done in a different way. I see you, Hei-chan. I want to learn this. Hey, I see you, Mark. I see you. I love that they live out that ayo, that dramatic pause. I love that they live that out. Oh my god, and Jungwoo's freaking solo here, like, it's so appropriate. Because whenever it came to this part, the change up of the song, and then the highlight, that cool tones scene of Jungwoo and Doyoung, like, it's really appropriate to change the feels here. They all do the ayo, swift, and all of a sudden Jungwoo comes through, and then they stop on that part, and then he just keeps going. Okay, well, what did he just do? I like that. Body roll. Woo! Da, 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 da. Woo! Okay, that's very Rihata. Woo! I love when I see isolated moves. Isolated. Again, when bringing back to what I said in the beginning about the basics of choreography being important. What I mean by that is people learning, you know, like in here, isolation. You can't just go do 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 do. Like you can't do it, or you can. I can't say you can't, you know, because dance is an objective or subjective thing. However, it's just impressive that Jungwoo does it correctly. Like he shows isolation, but yet does it in his own way. Okay. I just keep talking about the basics because that brings this choreography to life for me. Doyoung like doing there, and then Jungwoo back rolling into his hand. Doyoung's foot. It's so hip. I love how Mark comes through and does this, and then Taeyoung and Hei-chan are like, okay, they're too swaggy. Okay, now when I think about it, I feel like Ayo is giving me Simon Says and Punch mashed up. It is giving me that hip hop, but kind of like futuristic vibe. Why am I saying this now? Yes, yes. Ooh! Like, what the? Okay, I'm about to, like, pull these shitty headphones off of me. Woo. Okay. They're highlighting Johnny's flow so well here. Like, their foot comes out for the and then they lower in the level, or, like, do this chest lowering thing here to help highlight that. It's so incredible. Woo! Woo! Let's see that again. That footwork, going back. Taeyoung, always extra. Yes. Let's see that. I like that. The formation, we see Hei-chan and Johnny in the back, like up a little bit higher. I kind of noticed that. Nice. Ayo, ta, ta. Like that musicality again. Okay. I'm shouting. Ta, ta. Yes. Hey, yeah, I love that little in-out move right here. And then the level changes too. Wait, huh? Ooh, I love it. The way they all turn to the front in like a certain kind of a staggered domino-ish there. Yes. Ending with tail middle, we gotta have it. And then this whole damn thing. That jump, kicking for the ayo, and then they just acting like they just did something simple when it wasn't even simple for me to even get through this. Yeah, it's always NCT 127's reactions where I do get super sweaty, and it's like, Dina, what was the point of even straightening your hair because you're gonna look like a mess later? But thank you NCT 127 for that, and Rihata for that. I'm telling you, I definitely did geek out a lot for NCT 127 in general here, but it's just also my respect and admiration for Rihata in general. Whenever I was still an active choreographer, I tried different styles here and there, but my favorite genre or style of dance is always on the swagger / popping side. So all that, with that being said, all that I just saw gives me extreme satisfaction. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all watched my reaction to NCT 127's Ayo dance practice, thank you so much. If y'all enjoy videos like this where I go into deep detail about how I feel about choreography, whether it's me fangirling for NCT 127, fangirling for Rihata, or any other idol that I check on my channel, if y'all could take this quick second to scroll down below wherever you see the like button and give me a thumbs up ski, because that'll help me a lot with my channel and the YouTube algorithm. I hope you have a great day, and until the next video coming up, peace.